Hello and welcome to Joy of Stationery. I'm Jennifer and today's video will be a somewhat short video just because we are sick in our household currently, but I did want to at least film a little something to have up for you all for this week/weekend. And so what I did want to do is just a quick little update of just some goodies that I received, as well as on, one of the things that I've started doing with one of my techos. So that's where I will begin actually. So in my last video, I showed this really cute reimagined Weeks. Now that I've added a cute little character. This is Juniper the Ghost, a sticker from the Ghost Egg, and I just think that they are so adorable here. And this is a sticker that I've just placed on there with just some washi tape on the back on the botanical cover. And this is the Botanical Weeks from the 2023 spring release, so not the 2024 release. So this is the spring start Weeks. And this was a Weeks that I had been using for journaling as well as for personal purposes. I was using it to track some recovery progress as well, but most recently, and in light of my last video, I have been doing a fun little record of a tarot daily draw. And so from what I understand, I think that a daily draw is when you just draw a tarot card from your deck for that particular day. If you'd like, you can have it be focused on a particular question that you have about your day, or perhaps a particular kind of intention. And it's a practice that I find a lot of fun and can serve for some self-reflective purposes, for example. And it's just been something that I had started doing again this month in October and have been just finding really helpful, even as a fun little motivational tool, if you will. So I just wanted to show you how that has been going this week. And so basically what I do, I've not yet figured out what to kind of put on this right hand column, but I could do some journaling here perhaps, but for the rest of this, and I do have some errors where the pen kind of blurred with the ruler that I was using to try to make straight lines. But based on what card I ended up drawing that day, and this is all from the Wild Unknown Pocket Tarot deck, and that was something that I showed or introduced in my last video. So that's the deck that I've been using, and for every day of this week, I have been doing it first thing in the morning, or often first thing in the morning. Sometimes I'll do it later in the day if I find that I forgot to do it earlier that day. And I took a course with Susanna Conway, and I think I've mentioned this in a previous video before as well, but she has a number of really wonderful journaling courses and sort of nourishing your inner child courses, and one of the courses is also a tarot course. I think she calls it 78 Mirrors. So really thinking about the 78 cards in a tarot deck as being mirrors, and so a way to sort of reflect on yourself. They kind of mirror back something that you're perhaps working through about yourself or in your life. And I really love that concept, that they are like little mini mirrors that can help us to see aspects of ourselves, or to reflect on aspects of ourselves that we may not get a chance to on a daily basis, or just in our everyday lives. So what I did was, these aren't the best drawings. I've never tried drawing or sketching with fountain pen before, so this is sort of my introduction to that just because I just wanted to use my fountain pen for this. But for each of the cards that I drew that day, I would do a little illustration based on the image that was available on that particular card. And again, this is according to the Wild Unknown deck and the images there. And because I took Susanna Conway's course, she has this really wonderful set of card descriptions in a way, or almost sort of descriptions, but also maybe meditations, sort of suggestions for the kinds of meanings and messages that she's found to be particularly powerful behind the cards. And it's really accessible, and it's something that I've loved a lot. And so what I would do from that is she often includes for some of the cards a set of keywords. So I started out kind of listing the keywords at the top, but I decided to kind of make another column and list the keywords there that the card sort of prompted, again, according to Susanna Conway's descriptions, and then a couple of sentences from the longer descriptions that she gives. And so sentences that felt particularly resonant with perhaps how I was feeling that day, as well as perhaps what I was maybe seeking from the card. Maybe it's a certain kind of assurance or something that I want to reflect on. So just as an example, again, this is from this week. So on Monday, I drew the Four of Swords, and in the way that Susanna Conway has thought about this particular card, it represents, in a way, rest, recharge, and this idea of kind of rebooting. And it's a card that, for example, Susanna Conway has called the Sacred Alone card. And so I wrote a little bit about that, just again, excerpted from the description that she gives, that, you know, this is the Sacred Alone card. It's the rest and recuperation for mind, body, and soul, taking time out to do the things that restore you, and encouraging us to kind of carve out space for relaxation. I did the same for then the rest of the week, as you can see here thus far. So on Tuesday, the 10th, I drew the card for Strength, and that was really fortuitous. I think that was a card I was really needing that day to be able to kind of find my strength. You can see the keywords were willpower, discernment, endurance, and courage. And again, excerpted from the description, strength invites you to harness the fearless lion within and channel that bravery into your current endeavor. And so I did the same for the other cards that I drew, and I am very happy that this week for each of the days, I drew a card that I think I really needed, both for the day and for the week, and just to kind of keep hope alive. You can see that I got the star on Wednesday, which was lovely, and that's a card that represents hope and inspiration and insight and so on and so forth. But I just wanted to share this because it's been a really fun practice to do, and just something to kind of look forward to in my day. You know, what card am I going to get today? And in what ways can the meanings behind the card and the questions that it prompts help with reflecting on not only the day, but perhaps what I'm needing in that moment, perhaps what I'm needing in my life. And so it's been a lot of fun, and it's also just been fun to get started sketching a little bit again, even if it's with fountain pen, which I'm not used to. But, you know, maybe that's something that I can continue sort of doing. And I like how it's come out on the spread itself, because it gives a nice little image and helps me remember, oh, that's right, this is what was on that card. Here were the kind of elements that were on it. And I think it's just been a fun practice that I, again, have been enjoying and would love to continue. So I did want to kind of show that as a little update to what I'm using this particular weeks for. Again, this was a weeks that had always been more personal in focus rather than work focus, since I have other techos for work. And it's been fun to have the flexibility with this to experiment with, what I might be feeling. So it was serving as a recovery journal for a while, as well as a more long form journal. In the back, I've used up almost all of the notes pages at this point with journaling. And now it's helping me to kind of experiment with a practice that I think would be really fun to continue in the future, and to kind of continue on with the daily draw of the tarot cards. Next, what I have for you are two items that I recently acquired, and I just wanted to share them because they were just items that were really lovely. I'm so happy about these. So this is actually the pocket-sized drawer pouch from Hobonichi, and it was when I was making a one-piece order, which I will be doing a video on later on in terms of the one-piece Hobonichi items that I will have received at that point. But when I did my straight from Hobonichi order for one piece, I was looking at the drawer pouch options because I've been really feeling that I would love to try out the pocket size as another kind of quick and easy wallet option. And I saw that they had this one in the natural leather, and I just never knew that they had this size available in the natural leather before, and so I was really excited about that, and I got it, and I am actually really, really loving this. It's a really great, wonderful size for me, and in terms of just kind of a wallet that is really quick and kind of small and portable for just everyday purposes, every day, anytime. And it comes with this, it can be used as a kind of wristlet as well, I imagine, with this, but this is also kind of attached to the zipper. There is an external pocket on the back as well. So, if I needed to, for example, take public transportation anywhere, I could just very easily slip my subway card, for example, here and have it easy to access, or again, anything else you might need to access a little bit more quickly on the go. And so let's open this up just so I can kind of show you how I've been using it. I love that there's like a pocket on each of the sort of walls, as it were, and then there's kind of this divider here that gives you pockets in between that are a little bit fuller, right? Because you can kind of open them up all the way. And so you can see it's already, got a number of things in here. On this side, I do have the booklet that came with this particular drawer pouch, and I really like it just because it gives you a quick diagram of the kinds of things that you can include in this particular size of the drawer pouch. And I believe that they include something like this and a diagram pertinent to whatever size drawer pouch that you get. And so, for example, I did get another drawer pouch that I'll show in a later video as well. And the diagram is different because it's a different size, right? It's the small drawer pouch, I believe. So this is the pocket size, and you can see they've shown you can put, coins in here, cards, medication, keys, perhaps some lip balm, perhaps your, earbuds, a cable that you might need. And I have actually been really liking keeping this in here, just as reference and just to kind of have. But otherwise in here I have, loyalty cards, for example, as well as stamps and stamp-related materials here. On the other side is where I'm currently keeping credit cards and IDs and transportation cards when I'm not using them, just to kind of keep them secure in this pocket in here. I have taken my medication out, but I did have my medication in here, but I just took it out for the purposes of just showing this to you all. Here I am currently keeping, this is actually the Hidden Disabilities Sunflower Lanyard that I got just in case I need something visible to let people know that I might be struggling with something, and that my disability is not always the most visible. So I have it here just so that in case I feel like I'd like to put it on and have that be more visible, I can have it right at the ready, but I can also put it back in here. And what I've also inserted in here is actually the Travelers Company bullet ballpoint pen. I think that's what it's called. And I love the cute petite size of it. And as you can see, it fits right in. It's the perfect size. I did want to show you these as well, however, because if you did want to put, you know, the Uniball 1P gel pens in here, it can fit as well. It's a little bit bulky right now because I have other things in it, but if you didn't have some of these other things, this is a pen that could fit. And you know, I might actually bring that around at some point because I do really love these pens. They are a little chunky, but size-wise, again, they can fit. And if you have more or less flatter types of things in here, then I don't see why you wouldn't be able to kind of bring it all together in this sort of package. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of show this because I have been really excited about this. I have been loving using this already, and it has been so handy just to kind of bring around with me if I need to bring a larger bag with me. This fits so easily in any of the bags that I have, and often in a smaller pocket of the bag, which is my sort of preferred location for my wallet setup at times. So just really beautiful. I've been loving it, and just wanted to share in case you might be interested in something like this, or if you were curious again about maybe something like the size of the pocket drawer pouch and the kinds of things that it can fit. And finally, I got this really, really beautiful item. I saw this particular artist or artisan on Instagram. The artist's name on Etsy, and I think on Instagram as well, is Put and Paper, and is an artisan based in Indonesia. And she makes these really beautiful, I think, traveler's notebook style notebook covers. And when I saw these, I knew that I just had to get this. So this is kind of an early start to the holidays, if you will. So I'll be kind of keeping it safe. But let me just kind of show you first. Here is her beautiful card from here, Small Studio of Put and Paper, Indonesia. And it does look like that is the name of the Instagram account as well. And she's written this really, really beautiful card. I love her handwriting and the I guess, you know, probably fountain pen, and the beautiful kind of copper metallic ink that she's used. So just really, really lovely. And these are handmade by her. And basically I had seen on her account some holiday themed traveler's notebooks that she hand embroiders. And so she has this one, which is a really cute little tree, as well as one where I believe she's embroidered a snowflake on it. And so that one is also really appealing to me. And I decided to kind of start with this one first, and it just arrived. It is really beautiful. She uses this, I guess it's almost like a canvas material that she embroiders by hand, and it is placed upon, and she included this lovely white mocha passport insert as well. So this is the passport TN size, and you can see that we have this beautiful border of this leather. I think it's Butero leather that she uses, and that's what lines the inside as well here. She uses these holes and that she's reinforced, which I really like. And again, it just creates this really lovely and cozy look, and I just think that's that's just so beautiful and delicate, this lovely embroidery that she's done. So I think this is just really really beautiful, and I'm looking forward to making use of it over the holidays. I know we haven't even reached the end of October yet, and Halloween and related kinds of holidays, but you know, I just couldn't resist this, and I just thought it was just so lovely and wanted to share with you all as well. I'm really excited to kind of put this to use in hopefully some really creative ways. I had opened this earlier, and you know, she also kind of had added some little ephemera, you know, with the whole package, and so I'm looking forward to kind of using some of the cozy vintage ephemera that she provided to maybe do some cozy collaging, maybe do something for the holidays. But in any case, I wanted to show that because I just thought this was just, again, just really exquisite, so delicate and exquisite. And you know, if anyone is kind of interested in something like this, I was just really excited to find her account and to see the beautiful work that she does. So there we go. So I hope that you enjoyed this short. I hope it was short and just a little mini update of how things are going and some new acquisitions that I have here, and as well as kind of what I've been working on. I hope that you all are having a really lovely October so far, and I will see you in the next one.